Hello again. This is Dr. Sipalo from the Global Neonatal Podcast, joining you from Arusha, Tanzania at the Tiny Feet, Big Steps conference. And with me now, I have two incredible neonatal nurses that I'd like us to have a chat with to find out their stories and how they're here and just a bit more about who they are. So, hi guys. So firstly, I'd like you both to give me a brief introduction, just explaining who you are, where you work, and whether it's your first time here at the conference. So I'll start with you, Agustino.
Yes, my name is Agustino Binamungu. I'm a nurse. Currently working at St. Elizabeth Hospital here in Arusha. I'm a nurse with an experience of more than 6, if not 7 years, working with this new. For sure, it is I feel proud of taking care of these small babies, trying to save them and try to see how they really growing and thrive in their life.
Incredible, just an incredible story. Next question is it your first time here at the conference?
No, this is not my first time. It is my fourth time to attend and to be a part of a nurse teaching and try to for the workshop and preparation of everything for the conference. Yes.
Great. So basically, Agustino is sort of the backbone of the conference, making sure that things are running and also training the neonatal nurses. That's correct. And next we have our beautiful lady over there. Hi, could you please tell us a bit about yourself and whether it's your first time coming here?
Okay, hi, my name is Angel Matthew. I'm working at Arusha Lutheran Medical Center, known as LMC, Seliani, at Arusha town. This is not my first time to be here at conference, Tiny Feet, Big Step. This is not my first time, it's my 4th time. Since it have started on 2020 and this is 2024, so this is a 4th conference I'm attending, and I'm here as a facilitator, as a nurse teaching other nurses around Africa and outside Africa and here in Tanzania.
So inspiring. As we all know, the backbone of the NICU are the neonatal nurses. The neonatal nurses run the NICU. So I'm so privileged to be here to speak with these two powerhouses of Arusha, Tanzania. So thank you so much for being here and for just telling us a bit about your story. Next, I'd love to know what your hopes and expectations are from this conference, and also any reflections as you've been here so many years. Like, what are your big reflections, and also just the hopes and expectations as the week proceeds? I'll start with Agustino.
Yes. First of all, I'd like to say for taking care of these small babies, for sure it is like a kind of a gift being given by the God to save these small babies, because you see sometimes you can see the babies is like having serious sick disease, so that maybe even in your mind you have been saying that like this baby won't survive, but with small things that we are going to do, like keeping the baby warm, giving IV fluid, nutrition, like feeding them, slowly you see some changes growing, and giving some medication, keeping them warm in the incubator. We see some changes to these babies, and finally we see some parents as a family, they go back with laughing, with joy at their home. So I'm happy doing this, but I'm really expecting and I see since beginning of the conference, since 2021, I see some changes, because I see some nurses, they ask question compared to the previous. They was like asking like, what is CPAP? Previous they wasn't know about CPAP, and now they know they want to know about positive impact for the CPAP and what are the disadvantage of using CPAP for long time. So you can see there are some changes from the previous and to now. Yes.
Wow. So it sounds like the neonatal nurses have sort of grown more comfortable to be the leaders of newborn care, and now they're beginning to ask the big questions that they need to ask to better care for the babies.
Exactly. Can you see that they really want to know more about CPAP, about the nutrition, about hypothermia, on how to take care of these small babies? You can see like everyone want to know, but previous was real quite difficult compared to now. Now it is, it is like kind of challenge. So we need to pull up the more socks, reading, passing through different books and whatever.
The facilitators need to know more now. Thank you so much for that. That's amazing just to hear from you the story of the Tiny Feet Big Steps conference through the eyes of a neonatal nurse. So thank you. And lovely Angel, what could you say are the biggest reflections through these 4 years of being part of this conference, and also hopes and expectations for this week?
The first thing is that I see the number increasing for registration who are coming for the conference to learn every year. Like from how we started, it was like for 4 days, if I recall, and then we started increasing the day as the days goes. And another thing is that's so interesting, like other peoples from more countries are registering for the conference. And the interesting thing is that I feel good to share experience with other hospitals, with other nurses, other countries. What do they see? What do they do when they meet these challenges? Or how do they handle with other, for instance, they don't have CPAP. How do they work? How do they improvise? We know sometimes it's hard to get some facilities to the hospital. And another thing is what I'm so reflecting, like I want to see, or maybe I'm expecting to see more, is like people from, how people are so getting into this and knowing much, because some countries or some places, some gestational age, they just end as abortion. Mm-hmm. So when they see like this gestation age, babies can survive, and changing that community mind, changing the society, like this is not the parents, it's not a community fault. It can be done. We can try to save. Something else can be done to save this. And being born preemie, or it doesn't mean you have no rights to live. It doesn't mean he or she can't survive, or she has to be neglected or whatever. No, I'm just so proud to be, I can say I'm like a river that goes through different farms. And I'm so happy, I'm so glad to reach different farms and nourishing and becoming just as one. Yeah.
That's a beautiful reflection, and just the picture of a river moving through different farms,
yeah,
feeding and nourishing the farm. I can just picture it now, and it just looks like a very peaceful scene. Thank you so much for that. And lastly, I have to mention this. There's a beautiful photo of a Maasai man doing kangaroo father care just behind you. Yes. And interestingly enough, I think you're matching with our Maasai warrior over there. Yes. Would you like to tell us a bit about that picture before we end our conversation?
Okay, so the picture behind me, this is a Maasai father who was having triplet, like they come from another hospital and they were referred to our hospital. And he was interesting. He was amazing father to her babies, to his babies, and it was the first time. I don't want to say in a negative way, but some communities, it's just not that. So the father is not so much into the family, or he just know that the mother is there, will just pay the bill. I don't think if I'm needed there, but I think mothers need support. They need to be. The family need to support the mother and the babies. So this father have been there for their children, for her wife, and he had multiple wife, so he has to bring another wife to help the other wife to care the 3 babies at the hospital.
Whoa.
It's rarely to see that. And to brag in, I did the photo.
Oh, that is you.
Yes,
Oh,
I
wow.
asked him if I could take the picture of him doing that.
Wow. And here it is in 2024 on a banner at the 4th conference where Our Lady here, Angel, is a facilitator. So beautiful. Such a beautiful story of family love. It looks like he, as the leader of the family, really brought his family together and participated. And as a man in Africa and a warrior, a traditional man, that speaks so many things, so many things. Thank you so much for sharing that beautiful story. Thank you for being here and chatting with us and sharing your story as neonatal nurses, leading the Tiny Feet, Big Steps conference. And I hope to see more of you this week. And I just want to say big thank you for taking this time.
Thank you so much.